That was amazing. So here's what we've heard tonight. We've heard amazing senior women talk about fraud and how the best way to fight crime and fraud is by seeking support from community. We've had Kimberly come up here and talk about how community and support gave her the strength to fight, be resilient in the face of a horrible tragedy. And we've also had these amazing young women here tell us how together we are stronger. So if there's anything we can all take from this evening, it's that this is what we need. We need this community. We are a community. We are here to support each other. Please seek mentorship from others if you're new to cybersecurity. We are all here to help each other be stronger together. At this point, we would love to award everyone, but we are going to award some people. We're going to move into our awards ceremony. And to kick off the award ceremony, the ELCH Hackathon finals took place today at 4:10 p.m. With emerging leaders responding to 2 prompts. So the judges have deliberated, and I invite Moma Farouk to the stage to explain the ELCH Hackathon and present the winners.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Well fed? Good? Yeah? Food was excellent. So I'm here to announce one of the first awards of the evening, and something that's very near and dear to me. So I just wanted to talk about what we do as part of our organization. So Emerging Leaders Can Hack, or LCAN Hack, was collaboratively launched in 2022 with the CyberX team and a not-for-profit organization, Emerging Leaders in Canadian Security. As part of this initiative and this collaboration, the purpose is to bring together students as well as new graduates that are entering into the cybersecurity field that are looking to break in and gain those hard technical skills, but as well as the soft communication skills as well. And we ran this hackathon for 6 weeks with 2 separate competitive streams. One was the incident response track, as well as the cyber threat intelligence stream. The participants throughout the 6 weeks received weekly educational sessions surrounded on technical skills, as well as receiving mentorship and coaching sessions from our esteemed advisory board. Additionally, the participants were provided access to Semprus's Active Directory tool, where they were able to investigate a ransomware scenario. And they had to present today, earlier at 4:10, all of their findings from this tool, as well as the research that they did, OSINT, etc., and presented in an executive briefing to our judges. So I'm really pleased to announce the winners of the 2 streams. But before we do that, I would just like to take a moment, and if you could join me in showing appreciation to the people that brought this together. It did take a lot of individuals, our esteemed advisory board, judges, organizations, and partners and sponsors, the CyberX team, for allowing this platform to showcase these finalists that are just launching their careers in cyber. So please join me, like amazing. And last but not least, a special shout out to these participants as well as the finalists that we have today. Shout out to Table 8. Please say hello to them. All the finalists are there. Perfect. So before we announce the winners, I'd like to just invite Madhi to present the trophies here. Madhi, where are you? I didn't see you. No? Oh, there he is. Awesome. All right, so we'll start off with the incident response track. So this particular team demonstrated clear understanding of various business impacts that a ransomware can have on on a particular organization, and they delivered an excellent speech with recommendations and all of their investigative findings in a very clear and concise manner. Congratulations to the ACTP team. Well done. So the winners, I would invite Alexander, Gulmehek, and Dane. Well done. Congratulations again to the Incident Response Team ACTP. Well done. And next up, we have the award for the Cyber Threat Intelligence track. There was very close competition with these two finalist ladies. They did an incredibly well job, and it made it really difficult for our judges to deliberate and come up to one winner. But I do want to say that her investigation, her OSINT skills, the way that she delivered this particular presentation we were taken away. So without further ado, I'd like to announce the winner for the Cyber Threat Intelligence stream, which is Elena. Congratulations to all the winners, and I will just make a plug. They're ready for our cyber industry, and they're going to take it by storm. They've already shown that. Please go talk to them, please hire them, and I'm done. All right, thank you.
For our next award, I would like to invite the 2022 Women in Leadership Award winner, Eloise Taylor, to present the Canadian Women in Cybersecurity Women in Leadership Award.
The Canadian Women in Cybersecurity Women in Leadership Award recognizes outstanding leaders in cybersecurity. Evaluation criteria for this included their support during challenges, leadership and innovation within organizations, impactful public engagements, and commitment to promoting diversity in cybersecurity space. In 2023, the 2023 winner was nominated for her innovative approach to growing cybersecurity awareness programs across Ontario and championing innovative technologies through events and workshops. Her efforts are well appreciated and have created more opportunities for those around her. The winner of the Women in Leadership Award is Julia Lee, Senior Manager, Ontario Public Service.
goodness, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've always had full admiration for the woman who has received these awards each and every year that the Canadian Woman in Cyber was held. I'm kind of shaking right now because I'm nervous. And I can't believe this is actually happening. But I would never thought that my name would be called one day to walk on this stage for an award like Woman in Leadership. Wow. I'm a second-generation Vietnamese Canadian. Me being here today proves that your dreams are valid and your dreams can come true no matter where you come from. Let me take a few minutes to tell you about my background. Growing up with parents who are refugees in this country, I've always had a vested interest in our governance, in our politics, which led me to work in political offices. And that curiosity sparked where I looked around and found people, tried to find people who looked like me. And that's when the curiosity started, and I asked the, why and the how am I gonna make it happen to have more people like me in the room making these decisions? Long story short, my career journey has led me to work in all levels of government this far. And I've had the absolute pleasure in working in multiple offices at this point here. But needless to say, that goes to show that when it comes to curiosity, and when people ask me, what's next for you? And I get that question quite a bit leading the education awareness team here at the Ontario government. Instead of saying, I don't know, I do say, well, my curiosity has not steered me wrong thus far, so let's see where this journey continues to take me. This award means so much to me. First, it really proves that someone like me with a background in law and policy, there's a place for me in cybersecurity. I came 5 years ago thinking that all hackers are malicious actors, people you should steer away from. And then I learned something about ethical hackers, doing good, breaking into systems, and doing good things for our organization. So needless to say, when it comes to cybersecurity, there's a lot of learning and adaptation, and wow, have I learned in the past 5 years. Second, I do want to thank every single person that has been part of my journey so far, particularly in cybersecurity, all my mentors, everyone who had nominated me to be on the stage today and has taken a chance on me to work within cybersecurity. My cybersecurity journey started with over a coffee chat, asking, are you sure there's a place for me in cybersecurity? Rather than proving myself of, I can do A, B, and C, I kind of did the opposite. But that person saw something in me, and they've given me this opportunity, and I wouldn't be here today without people who have taken that chance on me, so thank you. And I also want to thank my team. If you know me, I'm always kind of really pushing for extensive input in terms of how do we innovate? How do we move the needle on things? How do we make sure that we create compelling stories? And it's thanks to my Ontario Cyber team that's here today that believed in my vision, believed in my goals, and executed on them, so thank you. So this award really goes to all the women out there. We now have more of an opportunity to recognize the great work that we do in this sector, and it's thanks to the vision from Maddie and the entire CyberX team on building such a vibrant community, a great ecosystem that opens the gate for us to have opportunities like this, to recognize women in this field, as well as showing the recognition that we should be getting in cybersecurity in general. To those of you who are watching today, I just want to say, If you are unsure of where your curiosity is going to take you, take me as an example. With hard work and determination, you could get there. And I just wanted to end off by saying thank you very much. Women in Leadership Award, WILA, Women Inspiring Learning Accomplished. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Our next award is new this year. The Canadian Women in Cybersecurity Ally in Action Award celebrates individuals who have made a meaningful impact in promoting equity, inclusion, and diversity. Criteria includes their commitment to creating safe and supportive workplaces, challenging systemic inequities, and positively influencing individuals and communities. The 2023 winner was selected for his ongoing involvement in supporting diverse representation in the industry, specifically around the Latin American diaspora. He is also celebrated for being an ambassador for programs around privacy that have helped create more equitable environments across multiple sectors. Not only is he highly skilled in cybersecurity and privacy, he is also an avid volunteer, a high-energy personality, and honestly, one of the nicest people in the industry. I am thrilled to present this year's inaugural Ally in Action Award to cybersecurity and privacy leader, Carlos Chaleco.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. I'm nervous. I'm excited. This is amazing. And when I say this, it is not the word. This is amazing. I mean, what CyberX has done is great. I wasn't expecting this, and receiving this from a cybersecurity and privacy rockstar that I admire and respect makes it much more special. So thank you for that, Kat. And I remember that I grew up with women. My mom, my aunt, my grandma were always around me. And of course, they are not here, but they are always in my heart. And I think that they are somehow responsible for the good things I have done, for many, many, many of them. And I remember since I was a kid, I was always thinking that everyone deserves the same opportunities to reach the full potential we can reach as an individual and to be able to help others and contribute to the society. Maybe that's why I try to raise my voice every single time I find something or someone that is not necessarily providing with those opportunities to others. When I migrated from Mexico to Canada in 2012, I faced my own challenges as an immigrant, and I realized how complicated it can be to finally make it in this country. It is very rewarding. I am very happy with what I have right now, but I thought at some point that I needed to help, and I needed to do someone to help others reach their potential in less time than I had to go through in order to reach mine. So I don't know what else to say, but thank you. It's been a great night. I really appreciate all the efforts that have been done, and I think it's impossible to say something that is better and more inspirational from the messages that we have had here from fantastic women. I think the final piece I want to say is that we need more women. We need more women teaching cybersecurity. We need more women in the field, not only because they are fantastic on hard and soft skills, because we want them to inspire more young girls like the ones we just saw here. We need more of that because we need more balance in our world. We need to restore trust, and I think that one of the best ways is precisely working together and doing something that is equal for everyone. So thank you so much for this. You have all my commitment on doing more for this. Thank you so much. Good night.
Last, but certainly not least, I'd like to invite the 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Shelley Wark-Martin, to the stage to present the Canadian Women in Cybersecurity Lifetime Achievement Award.
Cybersecurity Lifetime Achievement Award celebrates over 10 years of dedication to the cybersecurity community and demonstrated impact on organizations and people. This prestigious award recognizes significant contributions and lifetime dedication to the cybersecurity field. The 2023 recipient has taken her deep technical knowledge, ability to strategize, and well-honed management skills to lead teams and organizations through impactful change. She has overcome adversity and gender bias to dominate in a field with an exceptionally low and thick glass ceiling. Most importantly, she has continued to stand firm in her dedication to promoting cybersecurity and her commitment for women in tech. She is a leader through example. She is a woman that many of us in this room call our friend, our colleague, our champion. The 2023 Canadian Women in Cybersecurity Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Sherry Rumbold, Senior Cybersecurity Strategist for the Government of Canada. Sherry?
For those of you who do not know her, she is a pioneer for Canadian women in cybersecurity. So
Oh, wow. So first of all, Marty just said to me, would you like to say something? And I'm like, you know me. Come on. You know I'm going to say something. Thank you so much, CyberX, Marty, Zainab, and the team. The reason why I say that is because 4 years ago, Marty took a chance on a whole bunch of wired up and fired up ladies from across Canada and said, would you like to be a part of our advisory board? Because we know that you can lead some change and you can actually be impactful to many young people across Canada. And we all jumped on the bus. We were like, yeah, let's go. And the reason why it's so important is because we want to have visionaries like Monty and his team and people that support us as women in cybersecurity. And, you know, I've been around for a long time, and I tell you that it's only been probably in the last 10 years that we have actually started to see a pivotal change for women, for inclusive and equitable work, and for minorities and persons with disabilities to be able to have a seat at the table alongside our other counterparts. And I say to all of the women in this room that have been leaders and champions and wonderful, wonderful role models for many, not only women, but for everybody in this room, thank you so much for everything that you do every day, because I know that you're very passionate, just like we're very passionate about what we do. So I think about in 2011, I hung up my combat boots because I was in the Army. I traveled around the world, I did a lot of wonderful things, and it was really exciting, and it was a great career. I learned a lot about IT, and I learned a lot about relationships, leadership, and being a part of something great. And I think that I took that away and went to the public service, and I thought to myself, like, you know, I can't just sit here and just do a desk job, IT, whatever. I have to make a difference. Because you know why? In my lifetime, I've had mentors. I've had people that believed in me, and they always, always were my champion. And they said, Sherry, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Just believe in yourself, and don't let anybody say that you can't. So I said, okay, that's great. I'm going to go do that. But I think that, you know, along the way, some of the most important things that I've seen is networking, leadership, women lifting each other up, and not only lifting each other up, but just paving that way for everybody to come after us. And we are so passionate, all of the ladies here in this room, I'm sure, about spreading the word and saying that, you know what, you all belong here. I grew up in Labrador. I don't know if anybody knows where Labrador is, but my hometown had 400 people. 400 people. And I was one of those people that I thought, when we were in, I think, grade 11, I was talking to my geography teacher, and I said, you know, I just had this, like, dream of traveling the world. And he's like, of course, go do it. And I'm like, I'm just like this young girl from Labrador, you know, I mean, I've never even been to the city. I've had McDonald's like twice. And I'm thinking, how do I actually achieve that goal? And I said, you know, I'm gonna do this. If I have people that believe in me when I'm in grade 11, I'm sure that I can like muster up some courage to go do some of these things. So when the military came calling, I said, sure, why not, let's go. And I think for about 21 years, I said yes to every single opportunity that I was given. I had opportunities to do some of the craziest things in the world. I've climbed up ships that were like, you know, 100 feet in the air on a rope ladder. I've been in Blackhawks flying over the desert in the Middle East. I've done so many wonderful things, and I'm a techie. And I thought to myself, like, this is the most amazing career I've ever had in my life. I mean, I'm happy right now, you know? And I retired at the ripe old age of 39, and I went to the public service. I think that, you know, along the way, saying yes and opening yourself up to opportunities leads to many great things. So a lot of young girls that I mentor now, I'm like, take the risk, take the opportunity, go see what's out there in the world, take as many jobs as you can, and get yourself the experience, because one thing's for sure, is that you'll know what you like and what you don't like. And then the things that you like, go and find that passion and keep finding that passion. And we've already started to dig the trenches for you guys. So I just want everybody to jump on board and come with us. And I have to say something, and I know that this is probably gonna tear me up a little bit, but there's two role models on the stage right now. My mom, Barbara Rumbold, all the way from Mary's Harbor, Labrador. So anyways, great journey for my mom. And I remember when I was a young teenager, I said to Mom, you know, what do you think I should do when I grow up? And Mom's like, anything that you want. And I said to myself, that's a really great answer, Mom. Thank you so much for the courage and for saying that we actually, you know, we're indigenous peoples. We're not actually like rich by any stretch of the imagination. And I mean, you know, just having scholarships to go to school and things like that was a challenge. And to know that, you know, my mother, who was a really hard worker and a very strong woman, said, I believe in you, go believe in yourself. And then the second person that's on the stage is my sister. My sister is a member of Parliament, Yvonne Rumbold-Jones. She's spent 30 plus years in politics, a leader of the Liberal Party for Newfoundland and Labrador. She broke many glass ceilings along the way. She paved a way for a lot of people, probably the youngest mayor in her hometown. And she was into journalism and politics when I was still in high school, and I'm like, wow, she's gonna go places. And she's always been that pivotal force behind me, driving me, because I'm thinking, look at my sister, she's like a total rock star. Like, I have to at least be able to compare to that. And to know too that, like, we grew up and we had like this center of family and community and people that supported us everywhere we went, and they always followed us. My sister had that, second-time survivor of breast cancer. You know, I say that Labradorians are hard, strong, rock-solid people because it's cold, there's lots of icebergs, and I tell you what, there's not too many people, so it takes a long time to get out of there. So, I mean, I think that we're very resilient, and I think that because we're so resilient, maybe cybersecurity is a good place for me, because, you know what, even though I was the only woman in the room for many, many years, I'm like, I don't care. I'm still going to be loud, I'm still gonna be bold, I'm still gonna have my voice, I'm still gonna rock it a little tiny bit, and I'm gonna sort of, you know, put people on edge a little bit and ask the questions, why? Why is it that we don't belong here? Why is it that we don't have the same pay, equal, whatever? And I think that a lot of people said, oh my God, I just wish she'd go home or something. But at the same time, though, we have to be the change makers. We have to bridge and we have to bring ourselves forward, and we have to make sure that we do something better. When we leave, which some of us will soon because we're getting older, we want to make sure that we give enough of what our experience and our knowledge and our, I guess you could say, support to the young people that are going to come along. And we want to give you, we want to hand over the torch, and we want you to be as successful as we have against many different odds. So thank you so much for the award. Thank you to the amazing Women in Cybersecurity Conference Advisory Board. Over the last 4 years, we've become incredibly great friends. And I think that that's a wonderful thing, because in these kinds of conferences, we build and we actually make friendships that we will have for a very long time. And there's so many people I want to thank, of course, because I've had so many great mentors over the years. I can't mention all of them, of course, here. There's some really, really wonderful people in my life that has always been there for me. They're my rock. They're the people that I confide in. They're like best friends. And they're wonderful family members that have always been there for me no matter what. And I think that, success also comes when you have that community of support, and you have people around you that actually want to lift you up and they want to bring you along with them. So find those people and hang on for as long as you can. Thank you so much.
As we close up tonight, it has been my absolute privilege to share the stage with so many amazing women. I started my career in tech 25 years ago as the unfortunate one of. I was one of 6 girls in a class of 100 in electrical engineering. I was one of 2 software developers at RIM/BlackBerry in the handheld department that were women. I was one of the only women in management, and often one of the only women in a meeting. And I'm seeing a lot of nodding heads from a lot of these women. And so I'm very excited today to see this narrative flip, and now I am one of many. And so may we continue to have that. Though I do miss short lines in the women's washroom. That was always fun. The only glass ceiling a woman should ever worry about is the skylight in her top floor office. Thank you guys so much.